Going to do a quick review of our Kubota L2501 hydrostatic. We've had it now, I want to say over 5 years. We did buy it brand new. At the time in our area, compact tractors, you just couldn't find any used ones that weren't either extremely expensive or they would just sell right away, and they were just hard to find. So we bit the bullet and bought a new tractor. Did some upgrades to it over the years, and it's been good for us. We have a long driveway, it's over a quarter mile, so snowblower was important. Rototiller. Driveway grader plane because of our long driveway. It's like maintaining a road. Currently on the front, pallet fork. We've got a disc, some other blades, just random things that we've picked up over the years, either used, new, tried some things that didn't work out. We've got a chipper that actually works really good. One of the reasons we went with the L2501, there is no requirements for any kind of diesel generate, like the clean, you don't have to use that DEF fluid, there's no regeneration. I was told, I don't know, maybe some other people know better than me, but the L2501 was a detuned bigger block on a big frame, so it's a detuned bigger engine, and it just was under the requirements for the regenerations and all the diesel, the things like that. So that was one of the main reasons when I got it. I didn't want it to deal with that. There was different things going around, some that used the DEF fluid, which I worked at a place that had trucks that use it. I just did not want to deal with that. And then I just realized that I just threw my boots on to do this, and I'm looking at them now and laughing. So not even, no, yeah. Okay, some of the upgrades we've done to it. I did add the canopy on it. Looking back now in our weather out here, from hot, humid to freezing cold, I do wish I would have got a cab and got a little bit bigger tractor, but realistically the cost, they sell some aftermarket cabs, but they're $5,000–6,000, and they're not even that good for $5,000–6,000. So I would have gone with I would have just gone with the factory cab from the beginning. We had a big tractor on here originally, a Russian Belarus with the cab on it that had non-functioning air conditioning and heat, and it was just horrible. You'd boil in the summer and freeze in the winter and fog the windows up. But I did add the canopy. It increased myself being able to work comfortably in heavy rain. I mean, your legs will get wet, but your upper body most of the time would be dry, which is helpful. The sun, you don't get baked on and burnt from the sun. Gives me I've got a light bar mounted in there. It's a 19-inch or 20-inch big light bar. So when I snow blow, a lot of times I'll do it, 3, 4 in the morning when it's dark out. I can snow blow, get it all done, and the light really does help. I'm going to add 2 more LED work lights on the front, because using the loader, there's a grill guard that comes from the factory from Kubota. It blocks your headlights. It pretty much does. I mean, they're not that good. Or if you have the bucket at a cruising height, they block the lights. So I want to mount 2 more lights up there, and possibly I have an extra UTV rifle rack for the cab of a UTV. I may put it in the canopy to put a couple, like a 22 or something in there in case I see a coyote or something, just to have on there. The factory does have a toolkit in the back, which is great. If you do mount lights, there is a, underneath this fender, right up in there, there is in a little electrical box with a spare 12-volt AC keyed turn on and off, so you can just tap it into there, and I have not had any issues with that. So, but other than that, tractor's been good. I have to do the maintenance again coming up, but it's pretty simple. I've got to change the hydro filters, something like that. Keep up on the maintenance if you get one. That's one of the big things. If you buy a used one, make sure that the previous owner kept up on the maintenance. That's important. But other than that, it's just been a reliable tractor. Had no real issues with it. Like I said, my only regret is I wish I would have went bigger. We've got a lot of acreage, and I wish I would have got a cab. I mean, but that's not a... It does everything I need it to do. It's just sometimes lifting firewood, and sometimes, you know, the if you do any kind of low, that's the one other thing I do have is a ballast box for the back. I didn't get the tires loaded, and plenty of times I've got the back tires off the ground. It's a small tractor, you got to remember that. It will want to lift more than it should in the back end if you don't have a ballast box. And I've got a brush hog. That's another important thing here to keep the trails and things maintained. So even with this rototiller on the back, I was moving a round bale and it was wet. It lifted the rear end off the ground, so keep that in mind. But other than that, it's been a really good tractor. And like I said, we bought this before our UTV, and we probably use them about the same amount now, equally. They kind of each have their own uses, but I can't really say, well, I can't snowblow with our UTV, I can't snowblow the driveway, I can't cut, you know, so this is probably more useful, realistically. The UTV just makes a lot of the other work a little easier. So some of the things I don't like about this tractor, I do not like that the fuel tank is on top of the hood. We've got a big gas tank, a diesel tank with a filler far away, and I usually fill up small cans, like the regular plastic cans, and it's a pain in the butt. Some of the tractors have tanks right back here. Some of the LS brand I was looking at, their fuel tanks are back there with the cab tractors. You can just fill them up back there. This one I have to climb up over. Sometimes it gets a little messy. Trying to think what else. I did add a seat cover. It's just a real tree orange cam. I just got it because it matches the tractor kind of, because as you can see the seat is flipped forward. If you don't flip it forward with the canopy, without the canopy, it'll either get wet. With the canopy, birds will come in there and poop on your seat. It's just the way it is. So the seat cover helps, and then when I do park it in the barn, I have barn cats. I still flip the seat forward, but if they flip it back, they will sit on the seat and it just protects the seat. Other than that, not really much else I don't like about the tractor. It has the skid steer quick attach bucket attachment, like I said, so I can put the forklift on there. Yeah, it's just been like I said, no complaints besides my purchasing errors in size and comfort with the cab. But the canopy I got, it's not the factory one, it's this company called Bearco. I literally, when I shopped for one, I went local, I went on the internet, and I just got the cheapest one I could find. And years ago, like 5 years ago probably when we bought this thing, eBay did something crazy where they offered like a 10 or 15% coupon off anything, up to like $500, and I found this canopy on there, so I got a big percent, you know, with free shipping or something. It ended up being cheaper than the local places, so that's the only reason I went with that brand. And it's actually been pretty good. The mounting mechanism is kind of, it could be better, but it's not bad. It works. It does its job. Yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Like I said, buying a tractor is a big expense, and I did a lot of research, went to a lot of dealers. There's actually, the Kubota dealers, there's quite a few out by me. They're a little, nothing's really that close to me. The closest dealer now is an LS dealer, so which wasn't there when we originally were buying this. It popped up shortly. They started carrying LS, so Kubota, LS. I'm not against LS. I had a family member with an LS tractor. They're actually really good. If I do upgrade someday with the cab tractor, due to the cost, I'll just go with LS tractor. yeah, so hopefully this was helpful. Thanks. And sorry about the noise. I got an audience over there of the goats. So like I said, good luck on your hunt for a tractor, and you know, leave some comments if you have some questions, or correct me on some misinformation I gave. But yeah, like I said, very, very helpful on the homestead.